Here on BBC Two, we continue our series of Screen 2 film presentations. Julie Walters, in her first major screen role since Educating Rita, stars in the thriller Unfair Exchanges.
If you've any difficulty leaving work in time tomorrow, don't worry. Danny can come home with me and you can pick him up later.
Oh, that's lovely, thank you.
I'll be back with you in a moment, Mrs. Wang. The strike's on.
Yes, I know. Well, thanks very much.
No problem.
Bye-bye. Very good. I'll take that. See you tomorrow. You don't mind going to Mrs. Things for a bit tomorrow, do you? Eh? Mummy can't get back in time. Why? Lay there for a bit. Oh, mind you.
Says everything. I ring, therefore I am. Look, tell him up yours, mate. Right up yours. No.
Oh dear, you tired? Hey?
I'm
going, Nan. Yeah, that's some sweets after you've had your tea.
No. I'll say that him. Can you really imagine a ball bearing? Right, now. Can you imagine the cooker in your kitchen? The other one? Can you imagine it? Okay, now, right. Now, switch on one of the rings. Take the ball bearing and put it on the ring. Right. Now, have you got a pair of asbestos gloves? What? Oh, yeah, I saw that. Okay. Have you got a pair of oven gloves? Oven gloves. Have you got them? Right. Now, put on the oven gloves and carefully pick up the red hot ball bearing. Now, have you got it? Is it glowing red in the palm of your hand? Right. Now, shove it up your arse!
Oh, yes, I suppose so, but it's a lot more peaceful. No. I went out with the merry man from Bodger's a few times. Eh? Frank? Yes, he's a laugh. He's really good fun. No, nothing serious. Well, you couldn't have anything serious with him, could you? No, I haven't heard from Ronnie for months now. More. Oh, yeah, Danny was going over to see him a lot. But, I mean, it's impossible, because I know, in his way, he did love me. You know, I mean, he really did. He does. But I mean, it's just no joke being married to a guy who's that far into the gay scene. There's someone knocking. Yeah, there's someone knocking. Look, I tell you what, I'll ring you next week. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Bye.
Oh, hello. I'm underneath you, so to speak. I've moved in down below.
Oh, how'd you do?
My name's Arthur. Oh, that's a nice shirt. Can I have it when it's grown up?
That's Danny. I'm Mavis.
I'm pleased to meet you. How are you off for butter?
Well, I think I could let you have a bit.
No, what I mean is, funny thing in the move, I seem to have got left with 5 bars of butter. It's all fresh. It's from a party I didn't have before I left.
Oh, right, yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Hello?
Mavis?
Oh, Ronnie, what time is it?
It's just gone 1.
It's a bit late, isn't it?
Oh, look, Mavis, lovely darling. Look, I would have phoned you, but to tell you the truth, I'm a teeny weeny bit frightened.
Why?
Well, I've got a feeling there's someone in the flat.
What do you mean?
Well, I've just got back. Look, can you hear me? I'm going to talk very quietly.
Yeah.
I've got the feeling there's someone in the flat.
Isn't Terry there?
No. It's his mother's.
Well, have you looked?
Well, no, not really. I just got in. And really, it was really real. I just sort of got paralysed by the phone and I couldn't think of anyone to call. I feel a lot better talking to you. Look, I'll tell you what. You hang on there. I might go and look in the bathroom. The bathroom's just here. And hang on till I get back.
Oh, Ronnie, what is this?
Oh, go on, girl, please. Okay?
Yes.
Mavis. Maeve. Hello, Ronnie. I love you, you know that, don't you?
Look, Ronnie, for God's sake, will you just go and look in the sitting room and in the cupboard and whatnot, and then let's go to bed?
You do believe I was really frightened, don't you? And it was a real thing.
Ronnie, look, just go and get it over with. Okay?
I'll be straight back.
All right, then. Good night.
Maeve,
What?
I've still got a feeling there's someone in here. Mavis, I really am frightened. I'm frightened out of my wits. I'm shaking, Mavis. Can I come over there?
Yeah.
Oh, Maeve. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Listen.
Yeah? And then he never came round?
You're joking.
No.
Have you heard from him at all?
The police said, and I mean, this was like 2 hours after he rang, and it's only 15 minutes coming from his to mine walking with Danny. They said leave it for a couple of hours.
Did you ring them back?
No, I didn't.
Have you tried ringing his number?
Would you?
Of course. Give us the number.
It's in that book of mine there, Laura. You see, I mean, I just don't think he was joking. Because he really did sound in a state.
I think he was just looking for a reason to come round to you for the night. And on the way, he met a fella.
But I heard someone put back the receiver.
Ronnie's ghoulish humour.
Ronnie hasn't got a ghoulish humour. Anyway, what do you mean?
Well, he put the phone back, didn't he, Ronnie?
But he'd gone out the door.
Kid, all you heard was the door opening and closing. That doesn't mean he went out. Just that he'd opened and closed the door.
No answer. I've got him. Hello, Ronnie. This is Sarah here, you know, Mavis's friend at the magazine.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Sarah, love. Here. How's that big butch friend of yours? I talk of swimming pools and bus conducting.
Listen, Ronnie. Mavis is very cross with you about your prank last night. And I don't think it was any sort of humour either.
What are you talking about? Look, is Mavis around? When you see her, ask her if Danny got those Peter Pan records okay.
He doesn't know anything about it. And he said, did Danny get those Peter Pan records okay? Oh, they were from him, were they? She didn't know they were from you, anyway.
But I phoned her up and told her I'd be leaving them on the table.
He phoned you up and said he'd be leaving them on the table. When? When?
Hey, what? Oh, last week. I don't know. Yes, I do, Wednesday. Because I brought them for Danny the day Terry and I were off to his mother's.
Anyway, Ronnie.
Listen, Sarah, love. It's a pleasure beyond belief talking to you, but it sounds like Mavis is around, so could I talk to her? But just hang on a minute, because I've just got in. What a wicked thing. But just let me put my things down and then get Mavis.
He wants to talk to you.
Listen, you're a bastard. A real mean bastard. Do that! Why do that? It was awful. That was awful. I hate you and I want to kill you. Listen to me, because I'm spitting into the phone. Listen.
Thing is, I just wouldn't have played a trick on you like that. And anyway, I was at Terry's mum's, for Christ's sake.
You could have done it from Terry's mum's.
Well, I didn't. Ask Terry. Go on, ring Terry. Here's his number. His mum's.
Okay, but were you drinking a lot when you were in Brighton,
Yeah,
were you?
yeah,
Or were you?
yeah, we were.
Yeah.
His mother's almost dead of cancer and we were drinking.
Then you must have done it when you were drunk.
Well, I didn't. He must have dreamt it. I sometimes have dreams and they just sort of join my memory. Mind, I've never gone as far as you. I nearly have. I really nearly have.
There's nothing for you here, Ronald. Getting rid of all the bums pronto. Glasses, please. All people with mixed marriages go home. Party at Mavis's place.
Are you trying to freak me out? Are you?
Oh, Maeve.
Are you?
Maeve.
Are you?
Maeve, I love you. Look at me. I'm meaning it.
No.
I just want us all to be happy. I'm not going to let some... Listen.
No.
You're the people. You and Danny are the real people. I'm sorry about me. I just live in a dream.
Exactly. You live in a dream and you're bringing your filthy dreams into my life. Now, fuck off, you poof. Go on. Fuck off.
Glasses, please. All puffs and lesbians repair to Mavis's.
Hello? Is that the Flying Clipper? Hello? Is Mavis there?
Eh?
Mavis?
No, she was here, but she's gone.
Ronnie, I really don't remember that phone call. You're not trying to drive me mad, are you?
May, I love you. And I love Danny.
Nothing works. It just doesn't work out. I mean, from where I am, well, it just doesn't work out. Not if you really look at it at all. Does? He's lying. He's ghoulish. Look, I know you've got these high thoughts about him, but just make him the devil for a minute and it all works.
Hello? 215444?
You see, the telephone system is power. Its potential power is awesome.
awesome. A strike by key technicians of telecom that had paralysed our civilization in days. Days. Stock exchange, hospitals, industry, banks, hotel, airports. How do you know anything? What would happen if we shut off the post office tower? That would shut off most of TV. Only what comes directly from studios, that's all that would get through. You see, basically, everything's based on information. Everything. No information coming through, everything would fall like a pack of cards.
Well, I want to tell you something rather strange that's happened to me, and I don't know what to think about it.
Sorry about the mess. I live on my own, apart from the weasel. You know, I've been thinking about your story. I've heard it before. I used to be in the GPO. Telecom. 20 years. And you know, there's loads of stories, only yours is a ringer on it. See, I've got this recollection that it was the person at your end that suggests coming over. I mean, like to me. And, I mean, it's just possible that the young man you were at was wanting to come round and maybe he'd heard the tale and was trying to get in.
Yeah, well, yeah, thanks. My friend at work sort of said that.
Well, I used to drink with this bunch of, well, they're called phone freaks these days. And I put in an access code into the exchange at Tunbridge Wells. And the upshot of this was that if you wanted to dial anywhere exotic without it going on your bill, then all you had to do was dial by a special code. And not only that, it became a sort of meeting point. I mean, you could phone in and see who was there. A bit like CB was for a bit. Cheers.
Cheers.
Funnily enough, that Citizens Wave Band was only popular while it was illegal. It's like anything else, really. Once Dad says you can do it, the attraction disappears. That's my view, anyway. About drugs and everything. Get rid of Dad, and everything finds its level. Now, I'm going to show you something. I don't know if it'll still work, but it probably will. You see these numbers? Well, they're all numbers of little exchanges which link us here to a little exchange and onto another little exchange and so on. This is going to take us through Wales and on into Scotland and up to the Shetlands and back to the mainland. And bit by bit, back to us here. I'm nearly through now. I think I've got it all right. I may be a bit Brahms and Liszt, but I've taken double care. Now then, I'm dialing this number here, so the signal is going to go right round the country. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You know, they used to call this... They were a group of students who sort of adopted me. They used to call this the poem. In a second, if I've got it all right, the phone will ring and we'll hear the noise of ourselves hanging up, right up and down the country. They used to say it was a bit like time travel. The nearest you could get to it.
Is that against the law, then?
What law says if you've got a phone, you can't dial any number you want? The poem.
Wondering what ultimate program. Its terminal spread further out. One extra spark brings it to life. I ring, therefore I am. I ring, therefore I am. I ring, therefore
I ring, therefore I am. Oh, great time.
Danny, I'm just going to go downstairs and ask the bald-headed man something. Will you be all right for a minute? Yeah?
The telephone system.
The planning group are playing for the very first time on top of the pops. They're called the Musicians Union, which should be fun when the heavies come around and say, are you in? Great stuff, and that was called I Ring, Therefore I Am.
I don't know. I haven't seen him for a couple of days.
Who'd know where he is?
I don't know, I don't. I try and avoid him.
Yeah, I've never really got to know him. Sometimes he doesn't even see you.
He writes, doesn't he?
He writes TV scripts, I think.
I know he keeps his spare key under a brick by the bins. You could let yourself in, see if he's left any clues as to where he's gone. He might have left a note on a pad.
Oh, no. No, I don't think I'll do that. It's not that important, really.
Do you want a coffee?
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to devote this gaff as a sort of a museum for everything I don't believe in. I don't believe in curling auras or herbal baths. I don't believe in CND, ESP, UFOs or astral travel. I don't believe in saving energy or saving whales. I don't think Jesus saves much anymore. I don't believe in health pills. You see, I'm on a high additives diet. All those preservatives will go into my body, and when I'm dead, it'll last longer. I don't believe in banning fox hunting. And I think animal experiments are okay as long as they're for a good cause, like making women look prettier. I don't believe in acupuncture or foot massage or vibrating chairs. And I'm not convinced you can travel through time by talking gibberish. I certainly don't want my great country polluted by windmills and solar cells. I used to go along with all this stuff at one time or another, but now it just gives me the heaves.
Do you believe in anything now, then?
Well, this, maybe. I'm giving this my careful consideration.
What is it?
It's a magic wand.
Where did you get it from?
Got it from the Mind and Body exhibition. There was a wand maker there this year.
What can you do with it, then?
Well, to be quite honest, I haven't sussed out its final possibilities. It's still early days. It's seeing whether it likes me or not, whether it'll get on with me. It's certainly increased my sexual potency.
And then I got into the I Ching, really deep. Well, I don't know about deep, but desperately. It was mad, really. I wouldn't go out. I wouldn't do anything without throwing me coins and consulting the wretched I Ching. In fact, it was the I Ching which got me into my silly marriage.
Maybe that's what the telephone network is.
What?
Maybe it's a mammoth I Ching. It's not a communication thing. It's a divination thing.
What do you mean?
Well, think of a question, any question, but you've really got to want to know the answer. Now shut your eyes. Now, I want you to choose a telephone directory.
Right. I'll have this one.
Okay. Now, choose any page in this your chosen directory.
This one, please.
Right, now point to the name of the person you think's got the answer. Open your eyes.
C.S. Prosser.
Okay, I want you to ring that number. Now, don't frig about. Ask your question boldly and clearly.
Right, okay.
I don't think the oracle's in. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
3.
Okay, give it 3 more rings.
Hello? Who's that?
My name's Mavis Potter, and I'm ringing up with this question. I'm 28 years old, and I've had a disastrous marriage to a puff, which has produced one lovely boy called Danny. Anyway, I'm separated from him now. Anyway, I've got this dwarf round here, and we've had lots of wine to drink. And what I want to know is, should I fuck him?
Absolutely. No, I've got a question.
What's that?
Do you know what time it is?
Shall I show you?
Wait a minute. I'm going to put Danny to bed. All right.
Operator, help you?
I want to speak to God.
God.
Yes, get me God immediately.
I'm afraid there's no telephone access to the deity.
Emotions pass along the wire into the great computer, feeding it the ultimate program. Its terminal spread further out, one extra spark brings it to life. I ring, therefore I am. I ring, therefore I am. I ring, therefore I am.
Hello? Yeah, my name's Mavis Potter. I work for the Today's Lady. I'm trying to trace the lyric writer of the Musician Union's hit record, I Ring, Therefore I Am.
You want to do an interview?
Well, we're not sure yet, but yes, we may do. Can you tell me how I can contact him?
No, not at the moment, no. He's a guy called Tim Rickett,
Yeah.
but I've no idea where he is. Yeah, hang on a minute. Now, we know that you've seen him for quite a few days. But let me take your number. When he shows up, I'll get him to give you a bell.
Well, during the day, I'm usually at the Today's Lady office, and that's extension 19. Hello?
Every year, my dad used to take me and my brother to Margate. Well, anyway, one day he was teaching me to swim and he sneezes his false teeth right into the sea. Well, he couldn't find them. Diving down he was, but he couldn't find them. Anyway, next year, Margate again, Dad's sitting in his deck chair, tide coming in, and you won't believe this, but the sea washes the false teeth right up to his feet. And they were definitely his. They fitted him perfectly.
Danny and I would like to go to sleep now, Arthur.
Balls to sleep on a night like this. You know, from then on, secretly now I think about it, I've always known there was magic. You see, he'll have charged this up with processes. He carves them from special trees on ley lines and whatnot.
I've had enough of your wand.
That's a terrifying thing to say.
I've had enough of your wand and I've had enough of you. So will you please get out of here? I want some sleep. I've got to get up in the morning. I want some sleep.
Oh, Maeve, don't go like that. This is a magical evening.
Not for me, it's not. It's an absolutely foul evening. So will you please just get out? Go on, get off. Get out. We do not want you in here. So will you please leave? Get out!
Listen, I've got it. The telephone network. It's become alive. The telephone network. The way people use their telephones has charged it. It's made it a living brain by magically charging it without them realising it. The phone rings. I hope it's my loved one. The phone rings. Help, it's the bank manager. All this emotion. More emotion than anything's ever had put on it. Immeasurable electric energy going into the thing. No wonder it's become alive, don't you see, Maeve?
I see you. And I don't want to see you anymore.
Hello? Hello? Are you all right?
Let's go inside.
Damn it. Danny?
Is that a duck on the roof?
What is it? Busby.
It's a busby. I just want to go somewhere else and be someone else.
What you want is a bit of a rest.
It's weird. It's just too weird.
Do you know what I think? I think it's the lead in the petrol. I think it was that took your mother away. Last time I was up in the smoke, after I'd been there for some time, I could feel the lead when I was breathing. You know, lead's a poison. It was the lead water pipes that eventually drove all the Romans mad. I think it's got to such a state now that people don't know what they're doing anymore. They don't know what they're thinking. I've joined a group about it. I've got some pamphlets and I'll show them to you. Hang on, I'll get it. You take it easy. Who is it?
Who was it?
Nobody.
Your phone been affected and all?
No, I don't live here. I was just shopping. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Telephones are electrical, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, does that mean they could be dangerous?
Nah.
It's not possible that any sort of accident could happen and accidentally too much electricity come down the line and electrocute a person.
40 volts, that's all. 40 volts leaves the exchange. By the time it gets to the subscriber, it's 8. Whoa. Definitely not more than 10, depending on the distance.
So you've never heard of a person being killed by a telephone, then?
Couldn't happen. But I'll tell you something funny. And this has happened to so many of my mates you would not believe. About 4 weeks ago, I was doing a job. Do you know Formulate?
No.
Well, it was there. I was there all day. I couldn't find a fault. Not me knocked on. Go on.
Then make a moat. You dig a moat. Look, like this. A moat's like a little river to stop the enemy from getting in. Then there's a drawbridge, see?
He's going to get some water.
OK, get the water, son.
They've had the inquest. But they said they were going to call me. They said I was a key witness.
That's all right. You're better off out of it.
They say he was struck by lightning. There's no mention of the phone.
You just forget about it. Forget all about it. That's the best thing.
But that phone was burned out. It was dripping soot. I just don't understand why they didn't call me. Are you going to put this?
And welly boots.
Yes, come on then. Put them on my welly boots. Danny, do you remember that night when Mummy was really upset? Do you? When Mummy was really upset and you came into the sitting room and you were pouring water over the phone. Why were you pouring water on the phone?
Because it's a fish.
Because it's a fish.
Hello? Dormouse? Cheshire Cat here. I'm coming to you by satellite through Memphis and Kentucky. The Mad Hatter and I MF'd to Moscow last night. Spoke to the American Embassy. They've got really thick snow. In just a minute. Hello?
No.
Are you waiting to use the phone?
Yes. No, not really.
Oh, just a minute. The Red Queen's arrived. I'll speak to you later and I'll come through the cables next shot.
What is that thing?
The communications line, the telephone, that General Rogers will use to direct a conventional war, a purely conventional war, is the same telephone line that he will use to authorize nuclear strikes. The fact is that the Soviets have a very high priority for their own survival in a conventional war in attacking those command and control transmitters, telephones, and communication lines. They will be thereby blinding us in a conventional and a nuclear war.
Yes, he is.
And no military commander is going to let that happen.
No, he's not going to let that happen.
It's for you. It's Arthur.
That would start a nuclear war once the West was losing the conventional war. The policy of flexible response demands that their use can and must be fully controlled to prevent further nuclear escalation.
Hello, Arthur.
In the NATO Central European situation, for example, I do not believe that the current weapons field...
But why wasn't I called?
Well, fellow I was speaking to in the pub after, some bloke to do with the inquest, he wasn't a cop. He said it wasn't felt necessary.
Was there any mention of the phone? Because there was nothing in The Guardian about it.
No, they didn't mention the phone at all at the inquest. Lightning had come in through the window and struck him was the story.
But that phone was burned out.
No, I was nattering to this bloke about that, but he said it's not possible that it had anything to do with the death. You see, a telephone wire can't take a lethal voltage. But you know how the squatters down the hill fiddle with electricity and bugger about with the mains cables? Well, I said, wasn't it possible they got it mixed up with the telephone wire? He said, no, the wires just wouldn't take it.
Hang on a minute, Arthur, you're sounding like Donald Duck.
How's that now?
It's a bit better, I think. Go on.
Well, that's the story, really. But did you know there's a 2-year waiting list if you want your phone taken out?
The Turkish artillery commander believes Russia...
Are you sure you don't want to go to the club?
Conventional to nuclear...
There's a singer on tonight.
No,
That
I'd like to
information must
stay.
be transmitted to 16 nations.
This
as a
is
suitable...
Livermore's little girl's up. She says she'll babysit for you.
Yeah, you said. But no, I'd rather stay in.
Some of NATO's communications systems are duplicated.
Shall I check on Danny?
but many
No,
depend
he's
on
all right.
civilian
He's listening to his
telephone
tape. I'll pop up later.
Changes at, say, Stuttgart and Verona were destroyed. Communications between NATO HQ and its forces in Germany and southern Europe would be severely disabled. And there's another problem.
At last, he learned one very important thing. Dragons can catch fire in the midday sun. Then he took the Book of Beasts into the garden, looked up the word Pegasus, and opened the book.
I am a dentist with a flourishing business. At least, it was flourishing until 6 months ago. Then I started having a lot of trouble with my telephone. A very rude and abusive voice would come on my line, interrupting me when I was talking to my patients, and also on several occasions with my bank manager.
What did the voice say?
It would say very rude and abusive things.
Could you be more specific?
Short Hazel 112?
Several times it accused me in the very crudest of language of doing unspeakable things with my receptionist.
And I believe your receptionist suffered a nervous breakdown as a result.
That is indeed so.
We have here in the studio Herr Brockenhauer of the Bavarian Post and Telecommunications System. Now, Herr Brockenhauer, I understand you led the investigation into Herr Dr. Ebert's complaint.
Yes, I did.
And what did you find?
I investigated Dr. Ebert's complaint. It was indeed the other I have seen the first to be nuisance calls. Despite extreme thoroughness, we were unable to trace across lines, so we changed not only his number, but gave him a completely new cable.
And that
Every call made by or to the doctor was intercepted in a very obstructive and distressing manner.
On their outside is a very rude and abusive voice.
I hope never to hear such disease talk for the rest of my life. We then gave the doctor a radio phone. The voice then seemed to infest other electrical appliances in the surgery and the rest of the house.
Short Hazel.
Yes, hello. I've been rung up twice now by someone who just laughs like a maniac. What should I do?
Oh, this sort of thing does happen a lot, you know, especially in the holiday season.
But what should I do?
Oh, give me your number and I'll get on to the exchange.
Out of, say, the food mixer.
Out of the food mixer, the refrigerator, the doctor's dental drills, the table lamp, And then, when it began infesting non-electrical
You've been having
appliances,
nuisance calls.
Yes, a man who just laughs horribly.
We're going to monitor your line.
Dr.
If you get
Buchenhauer
another
then
call
went on
like
to
that,
give
keep
technical
them on the line.
details of
Don't
the
hang up.
electronic bugging
It
devices
actually
his
take us
company
quite a
used,
time to
which
try
were
and
not
trace
at
it.
liberty to
Now,
divulge.
your number is Short Hazel 112, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
on one memorable
Oh,
occasion,
that's my father.
I was seated on the doctor's toilet, and a voice suddenly told me to bugger off and stop blocking the view. It was then that I decided the problem was beyond the scope of telecommunications. Eventually, I didn't pay priest, specializing in
We have now in the studio 3 priests.
Get out of the house immediately! That light's coming from your extension!
Of the millions of telephone calls made every day, one number
I'm going to phone the doctor. Mavis, the phone's dead. I'm just going to pop next door. Will you be all right for a minute? Sorry
What's the matter?
Don't worry, I'm sorry for troubling you, love, but my phone's out of order. I wonder if I might use yours.
No, there's no record of any nonsense calls that night. None at all. No record of anything like that.
Come on, Danny. Yes, but I rang you. I looked you up in the book, and whoever I spoke to said they'd get on to the exchange.
Well, all I can say is that we're very particular about things like this, particularly here. It's a resort area, you see, and our instructions are to be severe with all nonsense and nuisance cases. But there was definitely nothing at all for that night.
You know, if you get a nuisance call and you ring up and complain about it, what exactly happens?
Well, to be honest, generally nothing.
Look, I thought you monitored the call.
Only in films. We get too much of it. If someone's getting a whole barrage of calls over a period of months, we might give them a new number. We'll suggest they go ex-directory. Yeah, that's all right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I've seen him before.
Hello?
Hello, Colin?
Is that Ronnie?
Yeah. Is your daughter there?
Yes, she is. How are you?
Oh, so business.
Oh, hang on.
Hello?
Got a note to ring you.
I didn't ring.
That's funny. I got in last night and there was a note by the blower saying ring Mavis urgently. I've been trying all morning, but your phone's been out of order.
Silly old fart.
Who's there?
Silly old fart.
It's a cross line.
Get off our line, you.
A fart.
Look, I'll ring you back.
I'll still be here. I've decided to live here.
Get stuffed. I'll ring you back, darling.
He said he's had a note to ring me. Someone somewhere's trying to drive me mad.
Did you make a call from a phone box and forget?
No, of course I didn't. Hello?
Hello. Ha 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 ha.
Shit. Anyway, when are you and Danny coming back?
Don't tell her.
Probably Thursday.
Would you like me to meet you?
Yeah, okay.
Well, let me know the train time.
It's all right. I've got a timetable here.
I'm going to make a complaint about you.
I won't do any good. I'm phoning from the complaints department.
Hello, kid. Nice to see you. Come on. Hello, Ronnie.
Hi, Arthur.
We're back.
Welcome home. Well, what do you think?
Oh. Arthur, did you do all this?
Well, I wasn't sure about the colours, but I wanted it to be a surprise.
Yeah? Well, it's certainly been that. You have been working hard, haven't you? Come on, darling. You haven't finished yet, then? Hello. Oh, and the kitchen, too. Wonderful.
Well, darling, shall I put the kettle on, make us all a cup of tea?
Hello?
I'd like to speak to Mavis Cotter of Today's Lady.
Oh, yeah, hello, that's me.
Oh, I had the message to ring you about an interview. I'm Tim Rickett, I write songs.
Oh, yes. Yes, you wrote the song for the New Musicians Union group, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I've written a few now, actually. Do you mean I ring therefore I am? The telephone number?
Yes, that's right. I wanted to know about how you got the idea for that band, for that song.
Well, it's had a tale. I'm a bit pushed at the moment. I couldn't go into it all now. What are you doing tonight?
Well, I don't know.
215, that's Cumney Way, isn't it?
Yes, I'm off Peony Drive.
Well, the Musicians Union are doing a gig at Ayana's tonight. That's the disco back of the old Exchange in Castle Street. If you'd like me to meet there, they'll be on about 9. So leave you a ticket.
Yeah, yes. But could you leave 3?
Now, I never thought of writing songs. It never occurred to me. I met Brian in a bar. I didn't know who he was, just happened to be talking to him, and he said he was getting short of offbeat song ideas. I said, listen, I belong to a 40th group. He said, what's that? I said, well, followers of this guy, Charles Fort. He used to collect newspaper cuttings of a very bizarre order. A very wild man. I don't mean to look at. I mean, very wild in his mind. He never believed in anything, right? And we've carry on his teachings. When was that? Anyway, Brian said, why don't I have a shot at writing a song for Carmen? He said, all I've got to do is write down some bizarre, freaky notion in poem form. And the upshot of this is that it got our magazine completely sold. You know, I've got a copy here, the Fortean Times, you see? Named after Charles Fort, the founder of this discipline, and let me tell you, the most amazing prose stylist.
Does it sit in your house like a cat?
Well, we could imagine it's a man warming up to write his third book, right? He's got all his shoe boxes around, he's got all this stuff in it, right? He pulls out one at random. Okay? It's about, it's about people arriving in streets.
Comes in a bowl.
Completely naked, out of the blue, right? Naked man and a cigarette.
What's the shish kebab?
Comes on a skewer.
The mystery of reindeers here, Spitsbergen reindeer, right? But out of Spitsbergen.
Just a mixed salad.
Was completely uninhabited.
Dressing, Thousand Island dressing, or just
out of Spitsbergen.
Just olive oil.
There's all these reindeers.
I don't think we've got any olive oil.
They've got clippings in their ears.
I don't think we've got any olive oil.
Feeding it the ultimate program. Its terminal spread further out. One extra spark brings it to life. I ring, therefore I am. I ring, therefore I am. I ring, therefore I
We thought maybe about, 6 years ago, the crucial connection was made, and then the World Telephone Network became, in every way of looking at it, a living brain. It thinks, it knows what it is. Listen, its lines are going into all the computers. It's got access to all the computer knowledge of the world. No one knows exactly what the World Telephone Network is. Only it knows. I mean, how often does someone ring up someone else and say, I've just phoned you up to say that I love you, and the other end say, well, I'm glad you just did that because I was just about to ring you up and say the same thing. They're all about shady business deals, emotional blackmail, somebody putting over something on someone else. And listen, that is its education.
Could it impersonate voices?
I should think so, yes. I should think the facility would be there, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, exactly.
Listen, we printed in the mag the case of a guy who was ringing up his Chinese takeaway and found himself talking to a nuclear sub. You know when a phone rings and you pick it up and you answer it, you say hello, give your number or whatever, and then it just cuts off into the dialing tone, and you think, well, maybe that was just somebody with a wrong number, didn't bother to say anything. Now listen, I monitored 20 different people over a period of a couple of months as to their exact circumstances when that happened. And let me tell you, 8 times out of 10, they were either in the middle of their afternoon kip, in the middle of their yoga trance. Point being, they were absolutely silent at the time. So that is the brain trying to get hold of you, feeling lonely. You realise that the telephone is listening, whether you're on it or not. It's just a dangling ear.
But do you believe all this?
I don't believe in it. No, I'm 40 and I collect the cuttings and file them.
Ronnie, it's for you.
What is it?
And so the British telecom strike is now on. From midnight tonight, all private subscriber lines will cease to function, except for emergency services. For the time being, business lines will all remain open, but all telephone maintenance work will cease. In our Manchester studio...
Good news, I call that. Good news. No more telephones.
It was Terry. I told him I'm staying here for a bit.
Well, did you ask him if he wants to come and stay?
He was phoning from Brighton. He's staying with Brian for the rest of the week anyway. He sends his WhatsApps. He thinks I should stay with him. He's desperate I get some antiques at the back of the flat over the Sounds. It's the market day tomorrow, you see.
Oh, well, you've got to go tonight.
Well, I should really if I'm to get the stuff over to Cosford.
Police in South London are hunting a man...
Look, I'll be as quick as I can. Happy the dwarf could come up for a bit.
Yeah, okay.
Hello? Anyone in? Maeve?
He's not in. He's not in. What do you want me to do?
Well, you better take the stuff.
You sure?
Yeah, but hurry, won't you?
With any luck, I can borrow Trevor's Mini. Here, what's the time? No, he'll be off cottaging. Ivor, he'll be in.
Just do it as quick as you can.
Righto, darling.
Darling, I'm just going to nip down to the pub to get some cigarettes. Will you be all right for a minute?
Yeah?
Yeah.
You sure? Well, look, they don't sell chocolate. I'm going to have to go now because they're already shut. Will you have some crisps?
Yeah.
What sort?
Pink.
Pink. God. Hello?
I'm afraid both Ronald Potter and Terence Lane are out at the moment. If you'd like to leave a message for either of these fine men, please speak when you hear them.
Hey! It's Terry, isn't it? I thought you were in Brighton. Hello, who's that?
Who does it sound like?
Well, it doesn't sound like anyone I know.
I'll give you a clue. I've got a little boy called Danny. I've got a neighbour downstairs who just died in most peculiar circumstances.
Who is that?
I've got a husband called Ronnie who's moving back in for a bit, but he's not in at the moment because he's just gone to Cosford. And I've got a little friend who lives downstairs. Oh, who's just come in. No, we won't go down and see him now. No, don't go. I want to talk to you. I've got so much to tell you. Don't! Come back! Maybe!
Arthur?
Oh, Mavis. Now look what you made me do.
You rang for an ambulance.
Hello?
David?
I believe you've been having nuisance calls. I got him last night.
The phone's dead.
They were saying ring mate.
Oh, mate, don't go like that.
Give me your number and I'll get on the
exchange.
Talk to you. Hey! I rang you. Tell you. Don't go. Don't. Hey, come back.
Don't want to do your life.
Mavis! Oh, Mavis. Now look what you made me do.
Thank you.